tonight. We are here at KnuckleMania 2 with the newly crowned, long-deserved 165-pound champion, Elvin Leon Brito. How are you, sir?
Good, man. Great. I came here to watch some fights, man. Ready for some bare knuckle fights. I don't gotta fight, so I just watch. Say how I could have done better and all that shit, you know?
You know, your fight was about a month ago. Yeah. You look great. You took home the gold. How you feeling right now?
I feel great. It was like, what, like 2.5 weeks ago or something, like 3 weeks. It wasn't that long ago. I feel great. I really didn't get hurt too much. Took a lot of jabs to the eye, like in the eye. And so that took about a week to recover. But as far as like being hurt, my hands are good. My hands are always good. My hands are good. I'm ready to fight. Like, I'm hungry too. Like,
you're ready.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable. Like, I'm ready to fucking get it. You know?
He's always working. He's always working. He's always training. Yeah. Do they have an opponent already in mind for your title defense? Or are you going to take a little break for a little bit?
They got to fight over it. I love it. Let them fight over it. Yeah, let them fight over it. I've been fighting my ass off. Like, I took 7 fights to get this one. So let them fight over it.
Now, you are here tonight as a spectator, but also as the champion. You got a lot of fights to take a look at tonight. Which one of these fights interests you the most? Are you interested in the Mike Perry Julian Lane, the Chad Money Mendez Fames fight? Any of those interest you?
Well, the one that I'm here for the most important one to me is Brit versus Ferreira. That's for me because, you know, as my teammate and a long partner, me and Ferreira, we debuted the same day. And me and Britton been putting a lot of work in, and I know how good both of them are. And you know, it's a real tense fight for me. I love both of them. Britton's a great friend. Ferreira's an awesome competitor and a great fighter. And you know, that's the one that I'm most excited for. Yeah, Palomino versus Brown is also another one I'll be looking at. All the other ones. I mean, Mendez versus Fames is also going to be interesting. All the other ones are going to be interesting, but that's definitely the one I'm here for.
You talked about training with Britton.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the maturity of her over the last couple of fights, man. She seems like a different person at the press conference the other night.
Yeah.
She was very well composed at the weigh-ins last night. She did not back down. She did not break eye contact. She didn't fall into the traps that were set by the other team. What do you think about the maturity as a fighter and as a person?
I told her before she went out to go to this fight, I'm like, go watch your first fight with Ferreira. Like, you look like a little girl. You know, she laughs. But for real, look, you look like a little girl. Like, you didn't have a team, you didn't have nobody. You're going out there to see what happens. You're not in the same situation. It's like, that was years ago. And same thing with me. Like, you watch my first fight, my second fight, that was years ago. I'm not the same fighter. I'm better and better every fight. It's just like she's better and better every fight. We've been putting in the work. Ferreira's the most feared woman in bare knuckle for a good reason. But Britton has been putting in the work. And this fight is going to be a lot more competitive this time. I know it. So, you know, that's what I'm here for. You know, I love this sport. I love this sport. You know, I'm a true fan.
And I know that you're close with both of those fighters, but do you have a prediction for that fight? How do you see that one playing out?
Well, I'm rooting for Hart. For this one, obviously, she's my teammate. But as far as just as an observer, like just giving my own person, like my own observation of how the fight should go for Britton. I think the fight pretty much is going to be like a meter every round. You know, I think Ferreira is going to have the advantage at the beginning of the fight, and I think as they go further and further and further into the later rounds, Britton is going to have. We are all conscious of this.
Yeah.
We all know this. This is not a secret for anybody. So I think that's really what's going to be the secret for Britton, is to take her into her waters. She's used to deep waters. That's our place. Guys like us, that's where we live at in the third, fourth, fifth round. That's where we do our best, and that's where she has to take her, where she does her best, to take her on her ground. Obviously, you can't beat someone like Ferreira in her own game. At this level, there's not too many guys you can beat at their own game. You have to be good at your game. So that's really what it comes down to, is who's going to put their game in there and who wants it more, and it's going to be a classic.
Last question for you. How do you see the Palomino Brown playing out?
That one should be interesting, man. I fought Palomino, and I trained with Brown, and I know the kind of fighter that Brown is, and I think this fight might be a lot more competitive or a lot different than a lot of people expect. If you go back and watch Brown's fight, he's never been hurt, even when he tore his knee in half. Yeah. He's never been hurt. He's never been in trouble. He's got devastating one-punch power. If you don't believe it, just go watch his knockout reels. He's a one-punch knockout machine. He's a respectable guy. He stays in there relaxed. That's just how he is. He's just like me. Like, this is what we do. We don't really have to get worked up over it. And so I'm really looking forward to see how that works. I know Palomino wants it. He's coming in hungry. He looks strong. So we'll see how he does against that kind of competition.
I'm excited. He's excited. Let's go see some fights, huh?
Yeah,
Thank you for a little
out.
bit of your time tonight.
Yeah.